Welcome to Deep Sleep Stories. My name is Matt. I know this podcast is quite new, but some of you have been following along for a while now. As you may have noticed, the narrator has changed a couple of times already in just a few months. The truth is, the podcast has been growing extremely slow, and basically nobody has left us any reviews so far. I'm here as the new voice of the podcast and would love to stick around, but I need your support to do so. Please, if you enjoy our content, it would mean so much to us if you could just leave us a review on whichever podcast platform you use. Now, take a deep breath and let's begin tonight's story.
Hello, I am Owen Thorne, and I'd like to welcome you to this gentle bedtime story. Tonight, you will be invited to explore the soothing hush of a March rain, unfolding within the walls of an ancient Zen temple. Take a moment to settle in, letting your body find the most comfortable position and allow the soft sound of raindrops on old wood to ease your mind. As you breathe in, sense the calming promise of the season. As you breathe out, release any lingering tension. You are here in a serene space, ready to drift into a story that offers gentle rest. Let your eyes grow heavier, your thoughts quieter, and your whole being ready to follow the path of peace. In a valley gently veiled by early spring mist, an ancient Zen temple stands like a guardian of tranquility. Its wooden pillars and sloping roofs have weathered centuries of rain, carrying whispers of time in every creak of the floor. Each March, the first soft showers arrive, pattering on curved tiles, cascading onto polished stones, and bathing the courtyard in a cool, nurturing hush. A lone traveller enters these sacred grounds, drawn by the timeless promise of renewal and stillness. With measured steps, the traveller approaches the grand gate, carved beams overhead glistening with fresh droplets. The smell of damp cedar mingles with a delicate trace of incense that drifts from somewhere deep within. Worn by countless footsteps, the path leads past stone lanterns perched among miniature moss gardens, each lantern flickering gently in the gathering dusk. The courtyard is an oasis of calm, sheltered from the outside world by walls that rise in quiet dignity. Beneath the steady drizzle, the temple spirit feels alive, breathing in unison with each drop that lands on the ancient grounds. Stepping through the main entrance, the traveller immediately senses the hush that cradles the soft tapping of rain on the roof. Candles cast a warm glow across the wooden floors, revealing ancient scrolls depicting mountains, rivers, and cherry blossoms in a gentle interplay of shadow and light. Every corner holds a promise of peace. Deeper inside, tatami mats line a small meditation chamber, subtly scented by the faint smoke of recently burned incense. The traveller pauses here, allowing the gentle rain to coax away any lingering tension. In that moment of silent reverence, the centuries seem to converge into a single point of stillness. Continuing onward, the traveller glances into a side chamber, where a simple tea set waits. A clay teapot rests on a low table, steam curling from its spout. 2 cups lie ready, unassuming yet elegant, poised to offer warmth and calm. Taking a seat on the floor, the traveller lifts the teapot with careful hands, pouring fragrant tea into each cup. The steam carries a subtle note of spring blossoms, promising renewal with every breath. Outside, raindrops weave a lullaby that lulls the mind into gentle contentment, each patter a reminder that nature's rhythms cradle us when we pause to listen. Time feels unhurried here, stretching like a soft ribbon of dusk. Each sip is an invitation to linger in the present moment. In the glow of a single lantern, the traveller closes their eyes briefly, letting the taste of tea center them. A quiet blossoming of gratitude emerges with every swallow, as if the temple itself encourages a deeper communion with life's simple gifts. The mind becomes still, free of hurried concerns. A profound tranquility resonates in the ancient timbers, shaped by centuries of prayers and mindful living. After finishing the tea, the traveller sets the cups aside and wanders down another corridor, enticed by the sight of an inner garden through a small round window. The rain-sparkled garden appears like a secret kingdom. Gnarled pine branches, low stone basins, and gravel raked in flowing patterns are reminiscent of a river's gentle current. Even in the dim light, each surface gleams with droplets. Standing at the threshold, the traveller feels time slow even further. It's as though the garden itself breathes, in harmony with the temple's age-old serenity. A covered walkway beckons, leading toward a quiet meditation hall beyond the garden. Wooden pillars rise from a stone foundation, supporting a gracefully curved roof. The corridor echoes softly beneath the traveller's unhurried steps. Lantern light flickers against the polished floor, illuminating faint calligraphy verses that speak of compassion and the fleeting nature of existence. Here and there, gentle chanting drifts from deeper within, as though unseen voices are nurturing the very soul of the place. The traveller follows the distant melody, each footstep drawing them closer to an expansive realm of calm. Eventually, the walkway opens into a spacious hall where mats are laid out in neat rows. Serene bodhisattva statues stand watch, their expressions peaceful yet profound. The patter of rainfall seeps in through slender windows, merging seamlessly with the soft hush of the room. The traveller settles onto a cushion, letting the swirl of thoughts subside. Breathing in, there is the crisp scent of fresh rain. Breathing out, there is a sense of release that flows through the limbs, the shoulders, and the mind. A hush envelops the traveller, as though centuries of devotion have carved out a sanctuary of unwavering stillness. Time passes without measure. The chanting in the distance rises and falls like a gentle tide, its syllables blending with each drop of rain. A subtle awareness grows within the traveller, the sense that this place has absorbed the heartfelt prayers and quiet meditations of countless souls. The wood beneath them seems to hold a memory of so many nights and days spent in reflection. Breathing becomes a serene dance, the body attuned to the temple's steady heartbeat. After a period of silent contemplation, a distant gong resonates, signifying the close of an evening meditation. The tone hums through the corridors, lingering like a gentle caress. Rising from the cushion, the traveller takes a moment to bow quietly in gratitude, then follows the faint glow of lanterns to a small staircase leading to a high vantage point. Worn steps bear the imprint of many seekers. Emerging at the top, the traveller steps onto a wooden veranda that offers a broad view of the temple complex. The rain, steady and nourishing, forms glittering beads along the roof tiles, while lanterns in the courtyard cast faint halos against the night's shadows. From this lofty perch, the traveller observes the entire sweep of the courtyard, the gardens, and the sloping roofs. Everything is veiled in a reverent hush. A lone monk crosses the stones below, robes rustling softly, head bowed in humble grace. Beyond the temple walls, mist drapes the valley, blurring the borders between sky and earth. Breathing deeply, the traveller allows the sweet, rain-laden air to soothe any remaining tension. In this tranquil terrace, each raindrop echoes an inner voice. Be still, be present, let your burdens fall away. When the hour grows late, the traveller descends from the veranda, guided by lanterns that pool golden light across the corridors. Time drifts with a measured cadence, each moment part of a quiet ritual. The worn wooden beams overhead creak in gentle response to the subtle shift in the breeze. Soon, the traveller arrives at the guest room, a humble space offering a simple bed, paper screens, and a low table topped with a single candle. Outside, the sound of rainfall is ever present, weaving a tapestry of reassurance. Pausing by the window, the traveller slides the screen open a few inches, letting the fresh night air mingle with the faint scent of incense. A stone basin catches droplets from the roof, each drop producing a muffled yet distinct note. Nearby, a bamboo fountain fills and tips, releasing a gentle, percussive sound that complements nature's lullaby. These soft rhythms converge into a lull that beckons the traveller toward rest. Sliding beneath the blankets, the traveller finds the bed welcoming, each layer of bedding offering a soft haven for tired limbs. The temple's ancient timbers seem to hum with quiet energy, guarding against the cares of the outside world. Imagination conjures up visions of monks traversing these halls by candlelight, chanting prayers for peace in the thick of night. In the hush of the rainy darkness, the traveller feels a kinship with all those who have ever sought comfort here. Sleep draws near, unveiling a realm of gentle half-dreams, filled with whispers of moss-draped stones, teapots steaming in lantern glow, and pine needles shivering under the rain's caress. Night enfolds the temple in a velvet darkness. Candle flames dwindle to faint embers. Outside, the moon emerges intermittently from behind clouds, painting a silvery sheen on the rooftop tiles. The garden stones glisten as though sprinkled with tiny stars. Deep within the traveller's consciousness, the rain's lullaby continues, each drop an echo of serenity. Slowly, thoughts fade and the body surrenders, immersed in a comforting heaviness that heralds the sweetest sleep. A hush of centuries envelops the guest room, telling its silent story of devotion and solace. In the early hours, a soft glow pierces the window screens, though a mild drizzle persists. The traveller awakens feeling cleansed, the mind clear and calm. Rising quietly, they open the screen to greet a courtyard glistening in the tender light. The stones mirror lanterns still flickering in the corridor, their reflections shifting with the faintest tremor of water. Scattered blossoms quiver beneath gentle raindrops, their pastel petals shining like delicate jewels. The temple itself seems renewed at dawn, each droplet imparting a blessing of life and gentle renewal. Seeking warmth and nourishment, the traveller traverses a wide corridor that leads to the dining hall. There, a simple breakfast awaits: steamed rice, warm soup, and fragrant tea. Monks move about with a serene efficiency, their voices a gentle murmur of greetings and gratitude. An open sliding door reveals the temple's outer walkway, where pines sway softly against a damp sky. Sitting down to eat, the traveller savours each bite, aware of the hush that forms a soothing accompaniment to the drizzle on the roof. Each spoonful of soup radiates comfort. Each sip of tea affirms the deep calm carried over from the night. After breakfast, the traveller ventures into the gardens, following smooth stepping stones that weave through pockets of moss and miniature stone lanterns. A small pond glimmers before them, koi fish drifting beneath the surface in silent arcs of colour. Even the slight disturbance of a raindrop spreads gentle rings across the water, transforming reflections into delicate waves of motion. The traveller pauses at a stone bench, observing how the fish glide in and out of focus, like drifting thoughts in a calm mind. Overhead, branches drip with the last vestiges of rain, forming tiny musical notes that resonate through the hushed air. Lingering near the pond, the traveller senses a quiet presence at the garden's edge. A monk tending to a cluster of bamboo shoots. Carefully, the monk checks each plant, brushing away fallen leaves and ensuring the rainwater flows freely to nourish the roots. The traveller can almost feel the monk's reverence for each living thing, as though the entire temple is a living tapestry of interwoven care. With a soft bow, the monk acknowledges the traveller's presence, and the traveller returns the gesture, hearts momentarily united in silent gratitude for the morning's calm. Drawn onward, the traveller wanders toward a corner of the garden, where a sheltered nook reveals another small altar and a trickling fountain. Here, the rain collects in a steady drip from the roof's curved edge, forming a thread of water that spills onto a bed of pebbles. Each droplet is like a tiny jewel, reflecting the dim sky before merging with the stones. The traveller inhales deeply, taking in the moist air laced with the fragrance of pine and wet earth. In that moment, life's complexities seem to dissolve, replaced by a gentle trust in the rhythm of each breath and every drop of rain. As midday arrives, the clouds thin and a muted sunlight warms the temple grounds. A faint shimmer touches the rooftops, highlighting the details of ancient carvings and calligraphy scrolls stored in open-air alcoves. The traveller notes how the interplay of light and moisture reveals the grain of the old timbers, accentuating the beauty of imperfections that time has bestowed. Each groove and knot in the wood tells a story of endurance, echoing the traveller's own journey toward rest and renewal. A soft chanting rises once more from the central hall, and the traveller stands at the threshold to listen. The voices intermingle with the final whispers of rain, creating a gentle harmony that reverberates in the traveller's chest. Monks file into the hallway, their robes swishing lightly, heads bowed in quiet humility. For a moment, the traveller stands among them, sensing an unspoken unity that transcends language. This is a place where hearts and minds come to find stillness, where even the simplest tasks become threads in a tapestry of sacred care. Later, as dusk approaches, the traveller makes a final circuit through the corridors and gardens. The day's drizzle has softened, replaced by a lingering hush that pervades every corner. Lanterns are lit once more, their glow doubling in small puddles along the pathways. The traveller stops beneath a centuries-old pine, listening to the gentle sigh of the wind through its branches. The hush is so profound that even the slightest shift of leaves seems momentous, a reminder that calm awareness can transform ordinary moments into quiet wonders. At last, it is time to rest again. The traveller retreats to the comfort of the guest room, where fresh linens adorn the simple bed. Outside, the temple's architecture silhouettes against a twilight sky. A final drizzle begins, tapping the rooftop with renewed softness. The traveller smiles, feeling the gentle pulse of the temple echo in each breath. It is a lullaby of centuries, shaped by devotion, shaped by gentle hearts, passing through these halls in search of solace. Now, dear traveller, let this peaceful tale lead you into deep rest. Feel your body sink into whatever surface cradles you, your breath measured and slow. Imagine the temple's lanterns flickering in the corridor, guiding your thoughts toward stillness. Hear the raindrops in your mind's ear, tapping steadily upon the ancient tiles, an unspoken promise that each passing moment carries you closer to slumber. Let your eyelids grow heavy, drifting downward like petals caught in a gentle breeze. Your heartbeat merges with the temple's timeless calm. In this quiet realm, the hush of the March rain remains your guardian. As you slip into deeper relaxation, picture the wooden beams overhead, the soft mats underfoot, and the melodic whispers of water in the courtyard. Within these peaceful walls, find refuge from any lingering worries. Breathe out all cares. Breathe in gentle peace. The night enfolds you in softness, the dreamscape illuminated by lanterns of calm. Good night, dear traveller. Sleep well.